Hello Pisces, welcome. Thank you for joining me. You're with Elle for the Psychic Zodiac Wheel for December 2020. Very auspicious time here in December. Okay, Pisces. I'll just focus here for you. For Pisces, I invite Great Spirit, angels, divine and guides to join me and share any messages for Pisces for their highest good and the good of all concerned. No, they're jumping at me everywhere. Alrighty, we'll start here. And you have victory and recognition. So you're going to be able to pass through this phase a bit easier than what you thought, with this being shown to me here. And it's the path of self-confidence here in the first house, to do with your mode of expression, your behavior, your appearance, your physical characteristics are all being influenced here. Okay, so this is about your self-belief, success, and receiving recognition and support from others, and the validation of a job well done. It's also to do with publishing. Okay, there's success there to do with that too. So be mindful of what you're putting into print, or what you're putting into words on a wide scale. You've also got the 6 here of swords, which is representing travel connected to water, maybe visiting someone that lives near the water, and you're making major adjustments in order to regain your equilibrium and being able to give yourself a calmer place in your life, mentally and physically, and learning from your past so that you can move forward into a more calmer future. These adjustments are necessary, and they will allow healing for you. And it is in the area of your resources. This is a finance house, your values, your measure of self-worth, your financial independence, support system that you use to help you survive. Alright? Now, the number 6 is also about balance and equilibrium, and it's also known as the number of the mind. So you can look into that if you like, to find out what that represents for you. Balance and equilibrium, and because you've got 2 6s, so December may be more balanced, and you may be able to hold on to your equilibrium a little bit. If you are feeling a little bit nervous or on edge, there is this wonderful little bark flower remedy that I've always loved and used. It's for the relief from feeling of stress, and it's called Rescue Remedy. And I put it in a couple of drops in some water and drink it, and it's a tincture. So you could look into using some of that. It does help you sleep as well. get some rest. Three of Wands. Now here you have some stiff competition. Alright, and there's communication about that. So you're communicating with people who may be competing with you. And I'm hearing, don't get involved in the competitive side of things. It's whatever it is that this is connected to for you, Pisces, you don't need to compete. Just be your authentic self. You don't need to prove anything about. You've got victory here. Okay, so something's going to speak for itself. You don't actually need to get involved in batting something backwards and forwards with somebody. This is in the area of neighborhoods, your own local area, your neighborhood, brothers, sisters, close relations, short journeys, transportation, so get your cars in order, and your mode of transport in order. It also governs journalism, speeches, education, trade, and youth. And sometimes we might find that the youth actually sort of, in a way, speak a different language to what we do. If you're an older person. So you may actually be learning to speak the same language as some of the youth as well. Now, this is a very good sign in the 4th house, the King of Pentacles. He is a success. He's an earth sign man, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, and it is also a message of the path of success to do with your home and using a bit of that financial genius, that savvy business wizard in you or witch in you. He is the earth sign man, or that masculine energy, and Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, as I said. There is a message of comfort and pleasure and using caution in your dealings, but there is success, growth and financial prosperity indicated with this in your 4th house, which governs the country that you live in, the soul of the nation, your home, property, as well as how you see yourself. Okay? There's a connection here with farmers and weather, also in the 4th house area. So I feel that with even, that they're not storm clouds in the background, so there's some good weather, and this is all growing here on the vine. So if you've got to put some crops in, you're going to have some good harvests come out of it. Now, the Hierophant reversed is also letting me know that this is wanting to live life by your own code, Pisces. Now, Pisces can be quite a rebellious sign, and it could also be a very bossy sign. So you may find yourself not wanting to beat your drum to the same drum as others. So there could be an ending of a relationship here, and there could also be rebelliousness and inflexibility when the Hierophant is reversed in the area of where you find your joy. So I feel Pisces, that maybe you're not taking enough time to actually relax, and because this is the area of how you give your love and good fortune and matters of the heart, children and pleasure, hobbies. So if one of your hobbies might have turned into hard work, this is saying that you're going to be pulling back from that. You're not going to conform into making an area of your life where you should be able to have fun and give, and that should be giving you joy, into a chore. So you're going to sort of rebel against that. Three of Cups. This is another indication that you're not really taking enough time to actually enjoy yourself, and then when you do, you overindulge in it. This is a binge drinking card, and this is to do with your health and well-being, or binging on anything really. So you know, you may find that in the area of work colleagues, co-workers, your health and your well-being, there's nowhere to sort of get the promotion or the lift up that you need in your working life, and you've got to be careful of not overindulging and looking after your health. Overdoing things and neglecting your health is going to cause you problems. So don't neglect your area of pleasure and fun, and don't neglect your health. Okay? And then, by doing that, you have the guiding star of Aquarius, which we certainly do have a big guiding star here in December, with Jupiter and Saturn forming the great conjunction in Aquarius and the dawning of the age of Aquarius. And this is letting you know that there is great energy here that is going to take you out of the past and point you towards the future, and help you with the healing that you need in a mysterious way. Life will improve, because the karmic link between you and the situation has and does bring you challenges, but the challenges are there to help you grow into the potential of your full promise and to start living again. Because I feel that you've been really getting bogged down with things that are really not about your potential. Now, this is in the area of hidden enemies, or open enemies, sorry. Hidden enemies are in the 12th house, sorry. Open enemies. This is also the area of partnerships, marriage, or business, or groups, the public, your equals, aunties and uncles, the results of your labour, and the area where you find balance and harmony. So you've got the Star of Hope there. So I really, really love that that is there guiding you. Alright? And I just feel that you're coming out of a time here from December onwards where you've been clinging to the past. And there's parts of the past that are fine. It's just that there's some sort of dwelling on, you know, why couldn't it have been like this, or why did it have to be like that? Well, they're saying to me, You've been through all that you've been through so that you can actually help other people. Because the Aquarius energy is the humanitarian energy. And we are all going to really feel that humanitarian shift into actually caring about human beings more than what we actually have for a very long time. You know, human beings, like for companies, for example, the human beings have just been the product of consumerism for them to make themselves filthy rich, for example. Well, this Aquarian age is going to balance all of that out. Yes, it will all take time, but that is the energy of the age of Aquarius, and that's where it's taking us. So this is really a big sign for you that there's a passageway of growth opening up to do with partnerships. Okay? And it does involve legal affairs, contracts, international relations, and it can also be connected to a scandal. Okay, and you're dealing with that and growing from that. Two of Swords is a message for you that you may not be able to see the bigger picture at the moment. So through December you're still trying to see the bigger picture, even though there's a big bright shining star there wanting to guide you. There's like the Star of Bethlehem wanting to show you the way to the Messiah or to that wonderful goal that you want to achieve. But you're really hanging on to those past thoughts, that is past way of thinking about things that you keep getting dragged back into. And you're not cutting the ties with people that cause you grief quick enough. And there's a little bit of being too trusting here, you know, and I feel with this Two of Swords, this is a message to you to be more cautious. Especially in dealings with joint finances. Okay? Now, this area of the 8th house is about resources that you deal with others, inheritances, emotional values, beginnings and endings, birth, rebirth. It is about renewal, corporations that you may have to deal with, taxes, insurance, banks, government, and you're wanting to keep things close to your chest. There's nothing wrong with that. But the 8th house area is also about occult and psychic and mystic and being able to tap into that. And you may also, with this Two of Swords, have tried, in a way, tried to shut that off. That will cause you a bit of grief if you don't allow that to help you get through these situations that have been causing you some challenges. Okay? Four of Cups, contemplation. Well, there you are. You're focusing now. This is a very good sign here with the Four of Cups, especially next to the Two of Swords. This is sort of trying to shut things off and put your head in the sand and pretend things aren't happening. This is you accepting it is what it is and contemplating on that and letting that mystical, philosophical, spiritual side of yourself really help you tap in to this guiding light, to things that are being offered to you. okay? But it's the spiritual awakener because it's governed by the planet Neptune, Four of Cups, and it is helping you to dissolve your ego so that you will make the right adjustment. And practicing that meditative experience to gain insight. And there is also that feeling with this that you want to go it alone. So this is in the area of long distance travel, the expansion of yourself through spiritual, mental, and or physical exploration, philosophy, the law, travel, your abstract mind, your dreams, visions, spirituality, and philosophy. And there is a prophecy being fulfilled there for you too. But the cup is full of promise. You've got the four cups there, all full of promise. So it is also about love and pleasure. So there will be a focus in the next weeks to months here for you where you will be finding a lot of pleasure out of that area of the expansion of yourself through your philosophies and your spiritual endeavors and your physical explorations as well as foreign cultures. There's an international energy here, and the downloads that you receive from your dreams and your visions. So I do like that there. That is really quite full of promise there. Okay, there's a sense of you've got a choice. You've got many choices. You've got the cups are full. You've got 4 cups being full. One of them might be a little bit hot pie in the sky, but the other 3 options are bringing you down to earth. Because I just feel that there's a part of you that has let others have control over your thoughts and your feelings and where you're wanting to go, aim for, what you're wanting to achieve. And you've got to bring it back to being in your own power. Thank them for all their opinions, bless it for what it is what it is, and then you go back to doing what you need to do and get your head out of the sand and focus on what's going to take you forward from here. Okay, so you've got the High Priestess there, Pisces. Now she's in reverse, so that's a restless feeling, and it's also a feeling of not wanting to be alone and wanting to mingle with others. But it's also a message for you, Pisces, not to give all your secrets away. And this is to do with your reputation, your career, your social standing. This is how you deal with the outer world. So it's all very well that you're honest and blunt, straightforward, but don't tell people your next move. You don't have to give your secrets away. You're allowed to keep things to yourself. And I feel that through this year in particular, with your reading for you, Pisces, you've been struggling with that. You're so eager to sort of include others in what you're doing that you tell them what you're going to do, and either somebody's consumping you, or they're shutting something down on you before you get a chance to do it. So the only way that you can make sure that your ideas or your visions and your co-creating energies are kept as yours is keep it to yourself. You don't have to share every thought that you think with others. Now that's coming through very strongly here for me, Pisces. So the guides are really wanting you to clam up a bit. Only talk about your goals to people that you know will keep your confidence. And I feel that they're people that you've known for a very long time, not necessarily new people that you've met through something to do with your career. Okay, so you've just got to be wary of that and keep things close to your chest, which you're learning the lesson about that here with the Two of Swords. Okay, so you've got a great inner guiding light. And I think around the 21st of December will be quite a significant time for you, Pisces. Tower reversed. Now this is Mars energy here with the Tower reversed. And this is about disagreements that you've had with something to do with your social networking or social groups, could be friendship groups. So there's been some sort of disagreement. Now it's not all lost because the Tower is reversed, so even though it's meaning that you do or have or will have to go back and reorganize, reinvent how you deal with that particular group of people. Friendships maybe may not be what you think they have been. They could be new friendships that they're letting you down a bit now that you're getting to know these people. But it's also saying with new friendships that maybe all the people you are getting in contact with, because there's a big social energy connected here for you, Pisceans. You may not always be friends with all of them, but there will be one that comes out of it. And it's okay to have more than one friendship. And it's okay if you only end up with one true friend out of a new group of people that you may have met. That's the message that I'm getting. Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer or Scorpio energy. Beautiful. Sort of your own little card there with the Queen of Cups. Now her message is about deep feelings. She's a water sign woman, and there is deep feelings involved in this, and it is a message of transforming the ordinary situation into something extraordinary, but allowing yourself to tap into that sixth sense of yours, which I feel for some reason you've been keeping it hidden. And you can use it to be the peacemaker in your own life. And just be careful who you want to be a social worker for. You know, make sure they're worthy of your energy, because it takes a lot of energy to really help people on that level. But it does represent social workers as well. So if you do need someone to talk to, then you know, book in, make an appointment, reach out, that sort of thing. But there are also qualities that are coming through in you as well. This is where, you know, we can either self-sabotage, or we can bring what natural psychic abilities we have to the fore through this 12th house energy. It also governs institutions as well. So there is some sort of transformation of a situation taking place there, Pisces. And it's a strong energy of growth here, in growth of your emotions, to do with the love vibration, children and pleasure, and enjoying some company also is being presented here to you as well through December. So I'll just ask about that social group situation, because I do feel it's blocking you from manifesting what you're trying to co-create for your pleasure and your joy in life and what you're wishing for. There's something to do with your social group or a friendship group that you've been involved with. It doesn't mean every friendship, it just means there's a group that is blocking what you want to manifest. So I'll just ask what you can do about that, Pisces. These are the angel cards. They have sort of yes and no answers. So what can Pisces do about that? What is the message? Okay. Reconsider is your message, Pisces. Reconsider being involved with that network or that group. Pick and choose. Because it could literally drive you to drink. Sorry. Okay, so now I will just ask for your guardian angel that you can turn to and ask for guidance, help, assistance, protection for yourself or for others. Who is your guardian angel that's watching over you for December? Thank you. The angel of imagination. Well, Pisceans certainly do have a wonderful imagination, so you can use your imagination. Number 17 is significant for you, Pisces. And ask the angel of imagination to help guide you with anything that you're trying to create. Now I will show you here where the planets are for you here through December, because this is a very auspicious month here in December. So we'll start off with your ruling planet Neptune in Pisces. Still, it's direct now. So this is influencing your first house of your appearance, your aura, your physical characteristics, your expression and behavior. Now, Neptune rules the sea and is known as the cosmic sea. And it is also one of the key planets to human's destiny. Neptune is the transcendental heart, the redeemer of love. And it is universal love and divine love for all things. But just be careful how much love you give to all things, because it could actually drag you down, okay? Now, there is a representation here with Neptune to do with liquids. It governs all liquids as well. The lower vibration is drug abuse, being spaced out, confused, tired, difficult to articulate your feelings, pattern of self-delusion or addiction. Also could be paranoia, so just check in if you feel that any of those things are going on. In order to lift that vibration and tap into the higher frequency of Neptune, it is about divine love and finding new ways to perceive your reality and pursue creative endeavors, things that are slow and things that relax you, not make you work harder and do more and more and more. Something that requires your imagination. That's why the angel of imagination is with you. Just spend time imagining the best possible outcome, taking notice of your dreams, writing them down. Okay, so it's a wonderful time for you to actually take the time for meditation, prayer, all the Neptunian inspired energies of spiritual and artistical endeavors. That will get you to the higher vibration, and it will allow you to come from a place of compassion for humanity and forgiveness of others, and to really find the victory in that mystical abilities that Pisceans have. Using that will bring you the victory that you are pursuing and you're trying to achieve. If you're blocking it, you'll feel confused, you'll feel delusional, you'll feel deception where others are concerned. You'll be finding it hard to make the right decision because your decision making can be a little bit out of whack, and you could be feeling on the edge and distrustful. So take time for meditation, prayer, spiritual and artistic endeavors that will take you out of the murky waters and bring you sailing on top of the waters and sailing out of trouble. By neglecting it, it will drag you down. Okay? Mars is in its own sign of Aries, which will have you moving into action. But do take it easy, okay? Because the Mars energy can be, you know, quite fiery, and it can, if you're in a low vibration, bring about quarrels, violence, accidents. So raise the Mars energy into energetic energy, physical activity. Do some exercising, go for a long walk. Feel that enthusiasm of and your courage and the zest for life. Hone your mechanical skills. The Mars in Aries energy is a brave energy, but we're all brave souls that are here on Earth at this time with everything that's been going on this year, and we can all be a part of the big shift for humanity. This is also going to be something that fires up your sexual drive. So someone that you may not have been attracted to before, you could also find yourself all of a sudden being, you know, quite attracted to that person. So, and the sexual energy can be a very uplifting energy as well. But it doesn't necessarily mean that it's anything more than a sexual attraction, okay, at this stage. But you might just find that you've got a bit of chemistry with somebody, and then, you know, move on from there, because there's nothing really there with that Mars energy indicating a long-term commitment or anything like that. Okay, but just take it easy on yourself and take it easy on others. Don't need to be too bossy or pushing people around or forcing yourself to you know, keep go and not giving yourself a break. Need to take time out. Now Uranus here in the area of your communication, short distance travel, your transportation. So expect the unexpected is the key phrase for Uranus. Sudden events, lightning flash, radical change. So get on top of anything to do with your transport systems here through December as well, and always keep, you know, keep checking the transmission and all that kind of thing, because you're better off keeping on top of it and keeping an eye on things so that you don't end up having some sort of surprise there. So Uranus is at its low frequency eccentric, rebellious, and not wanting to fit in. Alright, and that's your communication area. So maybe you're communicating that to others, whether you realise it or you don't, and it could be to do with your siblings, it could be to do with your neighbours, close relations, and other areas that govern the third house of trade, journalism, or social media, youth, and your speech and your education on any given situation. So you could surprise others or be surprised by others. Now the moon, which is about receptivity and governs our emotions and intuition and the cycle of change, it governs that feminine side, that nurturer. It's also rules Cancer, and the full moon is in Cancer on the 30th of December at 8.39 degrees of Cancer. So it brings the divine feminine to the fore, and it is really shining a focus here on this fifth house area, where you also have that Hierophant reversed, wanting to live by your own code. So this is being activated here, and again the message of using your imagination and your powerful intuition. Okay, otherwise you may find yourself being moody and hard to sort of really think about things on a positive level, because that low vibration Cancer energy can be expressed through worry. But worry doesn't solve anything. All it does is bring you more worry. So if you're tending to think the worst about anything around this time of the full moon in Cancer, then really give it some thought of whether or not you're overthinking things, because you could just be overthinking things. Thinking about something over and over and over again, the same thing, isn't really helping you in any way. Okay, unless you're trying to work out a complicated mathematical sum or something like that. You know, overthinking things and over worrying does not bring about a solution. So just keep that in mind around the 30th, and if you find yourself doing that, pull yourself out of that by using your imagination of how that situation that you're worrying about or thinking the worst about, use your imagination to imagine how it could work out to be the most positive outcome. That kind of thing. So it's highlighting this area of children, matters of the heart, where you find your joy. And it's in the area of the fifth house of nobility and it's a very feminine, nurturing motherhood area as well. So you could find that, you know, that noble part of yourself with that divine feminine energy coming to fulfillment here too, in that full moon in Cancer on the 30th of December. Now Venus is here in your 10th house, which is a good placement for it, with you having that High Priestess there, because the High Priestess is, and did give you that message of not to give away your secrets. Okay, so the Venus energy will be really activating this area of your career, your reputation, how you deal with the outer world. And Venus is the planet of love, unity, peace, harmony, beauty, pleasure and happiness, your social life. It governs luxury goods, wealth and money. It is our impulse and how we reflect our diplomacy and strategies, and how that reflects on us. So Venus, the goddess of love, is up there helping, and helped along by the High Priestess, letting you know not to give away all your secrets and use your intuition and your sixth sense when dealing with the public or dealing with others, or dealing with people in the outer world. And it's very highlighted here because you've also got the Sun in Sagittarius, and the Sun represents your conscious mind, will, ego, leadership, in that Sagittarius area of achieving your goals. So there's some goal achieving being done here. And it, on the 15th of December is the solar eclipse at 28.8 degrees of Sagittarius, and it is heralding in a new phase of your life and broadening your mind via your intellectual pursuits and accepting the challenge of that intellectual pursuit. The new moon will be in Sagittarius on the 14th or 15th of December. So the solar eclipse will be taking place with the new moon. So this again is highlighting journeys, using your imagination, searching after the truth at this time, and you will find you are finding it. And the instinctive need to search your own intellect through study and determination to complete any study is essential. So if you're going to set your intentions of what you are aiming for to study, this is a good time to do it here through the 14th to 15th with this solar eclipse and new moon. So make your wishes at this time as well. And the low vibration you will feel, if you feel that flight of fancy, or if only I could kind of thoughts, you're in the low vibration. High vibration, strong grasp on reality with emotional flow and merging to bring positive results, and the ability to keep yourself down to earth, which is essential. So keeping yourself practical and down to earth at the same time as aiming for your goals and enhancing your intellect through study. Oh, goodness me. Sorry. Didn't mean to kick that. So This 10th house area is really being activated, but you've got Venus, the planet of love there, the Sun, the will to achieve, and the Moon, that nurturing quality. So do remember to nurture, especially yourself. Now on the 21st of December, this is a very auspicious solstice here on the 21st. Summer solstice in the southern hemisphere, winter solstice in the northern hemisphere. The Sun on the 21st goes into Capricorn, which is your 11th house, where you've got to reconsider something connected with your social groups or some group that you're involved with, and it's the area where you can manifest. So as long as you're coming from a true, authentic heart, and your heart-mind coherence is in balance, you can really bring about some real leadership and authority qualities being manifested here for you. If you're coming from a place of detachment, or of being able to connect your heart and mind, then you can make some really silly decisions. Okay, so it's up to you to really focus on getting that heart-mind coherence into balance. So then, here also in the 10th house, you have Mercury from the 1st of December in Sagittarius. And the Sagittarius motto is I see. Okay, so you're being able to use this Mercury energy to see things a bit clearer, see what's actually written, see what news you get, see what's going on in mainstream media, see what social media is up to. Negative or low vibration Mercury energy, you will find you get easily distracted and you can't focus, you know. So if you're communicating with one person but there's something else going on in the background, then you can't focus on just listening to what that person is sharing with you. You interrupt it and you get distracted, and you take notice of whatever is going on in the background. You know what I mean. So you're not focusing, you're scattered and you're distracted. That's low frequency that you're tapping into there. The higher frequency will have you receiving surprising revelations coming through very clear, and anything that was covered up or anything you didn't see before will start coming forward and showing itself, if you're not letting yourself get distracted. When you get distracted very easily and can't focus on whether it's your project or whether it's a person, if you're not focusing, then you miss the details, and then you think, how come I didn't know that, or when, where, what, you know. So it's important to keep yourself focused, and focused in anything that you're turning your hand to, not just a matter of focused on one particular person or one particular situation. Being able to put it into categories and, right, I'm going to give this my focus for 25 minutes, and then I'm going to focus on that for 25 minutes, then I'm going to focus on that for 25 minutes, and before you know it, you've got an hour and a half all taken up, and you've given everything your individual focus. Instead of trying to focus on that, focus on that, focus on that, that's being scattered, and you can be a bit of a scatterbrain. Okay, so they're the differences between the high and the low frequencies. The high frequency is about educating yourself, writing, positive communication. This Mercury energy is the symbol of youth and students, and it will, in connection to the higher octave of Uranus, help expand your horizons ever wider for seeking wisdom of yourself through spiritual, mental and physical explorations. That's the Sagittarius energy that helps you to see. And then that gives you freedom and love of the great outdoors. Okay, so where you can, spend time outside. Then you have Pluto here in Capricorn still, in the 11th house with the Sun. The Sun will be joining it on the 21st of December. So Pluto, the restorer of life. So Pluto is also known as the atomic fire. It governs the underworld, corporations, and it's about reaping what we sow. So it will bring drastic change to your friendship groups, your social groups, your hopes and wishes. So what you were wishing for and hoping for before, after the 21st of December, that will change. And you'll be like a probing detective, plunging with guts and courage into your new direction and the new manifestation that you want to co-create, and coming out of the ashes and rising like the phoenix. Okay? And then the big event is the 21st of December, is Jupiter and Saturn moving into Aquarius. Now the Aquarian energy and the motto for Aquarius is I know. It's about knowledge and attaining knowledge. Not just about I can do that or I want to do that. It's about having the actual knowledge to back things up. So that's an important thing, okay? Because the Aquarius energy shares and distributes knowledge on behalf of humanity. It's a very humanitarian energy, the Aquarius energy, and it also is about us embracing the new and the unfamiliar. So we're getting outside of the box we live in, which can be a bit at first, but it is about understanding the world so that we can reinvent it. And it brings a shining light of knowledge and friendship for all. Friendship being the key word. Aquarius rules friendships. And it also will be a shining light of the dynamics of any group. Now this is in your 12th house. So you may see things a bit clearer or get some knowledge about that sort of thing, but you may keep it to yourself. And the Aquarius energy is also about the nonconformist. So the low vibration frequency is rebelliousness and being tactless, being contrary, dictatorial, touchy. The high vibration frequency of Aquarius is about being objective, able to detach from things or situations. Unemotional, spasmodic, unpredictable, original, great intelligence, independence and sense of humour, and it does shine of brilliance, Aquarius, because it does govern inventions and creations. Okay, now Jupiter is the planet of prosperity, generosity, world commerce, finances, moral and ethic issues that affect our society. It widens our horizons. It is the customer. It's spirituality. It stands for wisdom and the higher mind. Now Saturn is the sign that represents caution, realism, conservativeness. Okay, so it institutes discipline and repression, imposes order, and that often results in establishing justice, because Saturn can take us to the depths of our thoughts, and the order that it brings can help establish the security in our life that we need, as long as we're not rebelling against it and being the non-conformist. So you can still be a non-conformist and still have order and discipline in your life. So this is the expansion planet and this is the limitation planet, and together it marks the timekeepers. They are the timekeepers, the keepers of time, and from the 21st of December onwards, it is the time of the dawning of the age of Aquarius, which many of us that were born in the 60s have been waiting all our lives for. So it's a very, very exciting time, very auspicious. But this is sort of here in this area of what you keep hidden. Okay, so maybe you're need to contemplate all of that a bit more before it sort of really sinks in. Use your imagination, Pisces. Okay, so exciting times are ahead. Now I'll just focus here on the Akashic Record message for you. Confirmation card with a bigger picture that you need to be aware of. Oh, thank you. And you have the War of the Roses, but it is reversed. So there's been some kind of friction being shown there. Now it's reversed, so I'll just see what messages it has for you. I do really like these Akashic Record cards. So there we go. We'll keep it reversed unless I need to turn it round, just so I'll turn it round so that you can see. Okay, there's two armies, white rose and a red rose, fighting over a kingdom. Okay, but yours is in reverse, Pisces. So, in reverse, it could be that a relationship of some sort has broken, and the conflict has disrupted your life, your work, and perhaps even your other relationships. You may feel great loss and sorrow. But it is important to see the situation for what it really is. Though your emotions have kept you involved, you've been in love with or attached to an illusion. Be honest with yourself about the type of person or people represented here. This isn't Prince Charming you've lost, it's King Henry VIII. The flag showing that your spirit depicts your feelings finally flies high above the entire scene. Its tatters display the efforts you've made. You're finally free from a struggle that has left you wounded, so clear the battlefield, clear your field and your aura field as well, and your new life does await you. Oh, that's beautiful. So you've fought the battle, and it's letting you know that you just got to clear your energy, tune into your imagination, and lift that frequency right up. Do all the things that you know that I've explained here. You don't have to do them all at once, but fine tune with using those techniques, and your frequency will lift, and so will the situations that present themselves to you, Pisces. Thank you so much for joining me. Wishing you all a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Please click on the like button and share with your friends. And for those of you that haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. Click that subscribe button there, and welcome to Elle's Psychic Zodiac. And you can also come and join for live readings. Information is in the description below on my Facebook page. And I will be having some live readings on the 21st of December for this auspicious great conjunction in Aquarius, as well as the solstice. So sending you many blessings, peace and love, Pisces. Look after you. Namaste.